Hello. So I've decided to embrace change and I took the first steps of action towards better health and a better body. And suddenly I'm just struck by fear. What if I can't do it? What if it's too difficult? What if I'm hungry all of the time? I really get moody when I'm hungry. And what if I can't carry it through to the end? And what if I don't get results? And subconsciously, I already started making excuses for why I might just not be successful. I'm much older than the coach that is going to help me, and I have hormones working against me, and the demands on my time are just insane. Isn't it crazy how we naturally scrum away from change and how fear, especially the fear of failure, is so helping us to do it? Thanks again for joining me today. Please like my page if you're on Facebook, follow me on Instagram, or subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also remember, hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, and please share it with your family and your friends so that it can help them too.
So the big question is, how do women like us, who are wearing so many different hats each day, and who don't cheat by looking like we have everything under control, take back our homes and life, free from the chains of clutter? How do we simplify, get started, get unstuck, let things go and create more time so that we can truly focus on what is essential for a happy and healthy life with our loved ones? That is the question, and this show will give you the answers. My name is Lizelle Tenton, and welcome to the Vanilla Essence Show.
I'm just so grateful that I realized this again now before I start on this journey. Now I can just refresh my memory about what a liar the fear of failure is. Almost all of us have experienced the fear of failure at some point in our lives. The fear can be paralyzing and it can cause us to do nothing and never move forward. But if we allow fear, especially the fear of failing, to stop us from moving forward in life, taking back control of our homes, our lives, our health, we are likely to miss some great opportunities along the way, and we will miss out on what life has to offer. So let's look at the definition of the fear of failure. It explains quite a lot. The fear of failure may cause you to put off or avoid anything, any activity has the potential of an unsuccessful outcome. Now, someone with this condition may be scared to try new things, to take risks, or embrace any growth for the fear of failure. But what causes the fear of failure? Where does it come from? And to find the cause of that, we first need to understand what failure actually means. We all have different definitions of failure, simply because we all have different values and belief systems. And a failure for one person might simply be a great learning experience for someone else. And I've experienced that so many times between me and my husband. Now, the fear of failure is usually accompanied by certain signs like anxiety, avoidance, feeling a loss of control, helplessness, powerlessness, and the fear of failure can also cause physical pains or physical symptoms like a rapid heart rate, chest tightness, trembling, dizziness, lightheadedness, sweating, and even digestive problems. The fear of failure lets us believe that we don't have the skills or the knowledge to achieve something. And it makes us feel like we won't be able to achieve our goals and those things that we want to do. And it lets us procrastinate to that point where it affects our performance. We believe we are going to fail, so we tell people that we are probably going to fail. So our expectations remain low even before we start. How sad is that? It is stealing so much, and it is all lies. In some cases, the fear of failure may even cause people to avoid trying altogether because they are so afraid that they will try and not succeed. They simply decide not to try at all, just to prevent any possible potential pain, embarrassment, or disappointment. So let's go back to what caused the fear of failure. And there are many causes, but one to mention is having unsupportive or critical parents. Because you were regularly undermined or humiliated when you were a child, you carry those negative feelings into adulthood, and that causes the fear or fuels the fear of failure. Also, experiencing a traumatic event in your life can also be a cause. For example, say that you, several years ago, gave an important presentation in front of a large group of people and you did very poorly. And that experience might have been so terrible that you became afraid of failing in other things as well. And you carry that fear, even now, years later, into your future. But the big question is, how do we cope or handle the fear of failure? Because it is part of life. First, consider the outcomes. Sometimes thinking about the worst possible outcome, the worst thing that can happen if you fail, and then coming up with a plan for how you will deal with it. That can help you to reduce the anxiety. It can help you to see that it is not the end of the world if you don't get it right the first time. And you will have another plan on how to handle it. Also focus on the things that you can control instead of worrying about everything that you have no power or control over. Rather focus your energy on the things that is in your control. I mean, you cannot control the electricity from going out, but you can control having a candle or flashlight in the drawer nearby. You can also plan ahead. When you are facing a challenge that might trigger your fear of failing, come up with a plan B and a plan C, just in case your initial efforts don't go as you have planned. I mean, having a plan B or a plan C can help you to feel less anxious and more secure and more in control. Changing how you think about failure may also help to reduce your feelings of fear. I mean, failure is part of life and can be an important opportunity for us to learn and to grow. It can certainly be disappointing, but remember that success is often reached through a series of failures that eventually ends in success. But the wonderful thing about failure is that it's entirely up to us to decide how we are going to look at it. We can choose to see failure as the end of the world or as proof of just how inadequate we are, or we can see it as an opportunity to grow and move closer to where we want to be and the changes that we want to make in our lives. Failures stop us only if we let them, and absolutely no fear is going to stop me now. So thanks again for joining me today. Please like my page on Facebook, follow me on Instagram, or subscribe to my YouTube channel. But first, hit that like button if you enjoyed this video, and please share it with your family and your friends so that it can help them too.